life, not just dreaming it, we're doing it for real. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to live a better way.
Welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh. Seen only here at Rockstar Studios in Huntington, New York. Am I allowed to give the location, Jim?
Yes, sir.
What if people just want to come down and just take us out?
Listen, good luck to that. There you go. There you have it right there.
Well, you can catch us every Thursday from 8:05 to 9 p.m. only here out of Rockstar Studios. I'm Mike Monty, and to the right is our special guest, none other than Queen Josephine. All right, she's chilling. Jim, how are you?
I am great, bro.
I want to thank Aqua Cherry for giving us our new intro song, Straight to the Top.
It's not that new anymore, bro. This has been ages since it's been the song.
I know it has been. Do you know anything about Aqua Cherry, Queen?
Never heard of them.
They're really good.
All right, well, nothing like putting over our intro song.
Wow.
You can catch songs like Yes, Yes on and Straight to the Top on Spotify and iTunes and anywhere where music is sold. Josephine.
Yes, sir.
You play in a band, don't you?
On occasion.
I
am a band.
You are a band?
She is a band.
What is the name of your band?
Trees Hate Everything.
Where can we hear Trees Hate Everything?
You can buy my CD at Bandcamp or CD Baby. There's one called Building Fires All Summer. There's another called Tasteless Nudes. That one hasn't really dropped yet.
Tasteless Nudes, what's that about?
It's a play off of a Carolee Schleeman video called Meat Joy.
Nice.
Meat Joy?
She's a feminist video artist.
Are you a feminist?
On occasion.
When the time is
when the time is right.
You just pull the Me Too card whenever it's needed.
When it's necessary and called for.
Pull that Me Too card.
Unfortunate number of times.
When is a moment that you have to pull a Me Too card?
Oh man.
Give us one of those stories.
I don't think any are appropriate for live air.
Oh, they are.
This is internet.
This is internet. There's only 20,000 people watching. Go ahead.
That's all.
That's fine. The names will be changed to protect the guilty.
Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
we're good.
No, go ahead. Give me a Me Too story.
Come
on. You're
the
empowering.
bike shop. The bike shop.
I was going to say, how about the bike shop?
All right, everyone knows the bike shop. So
Wow.
I had to leave a bike shop. I had to get fired and get hush money from the bike shop.
Hush money.
Hush money. Severance pay. We'll call it severance pay.
Severance package from the bike shop.
Because someone was inappropriate, I assume?
I was the HR manager, and it was, I was the survivor. We call ourselves survivors.
Let me
not
ask
victims.
you something. Does it make a difference if
the Queen of New York is a survivor?
Does it make a difference if the person who is actually performing the Me Too action is good looking or a fat slob? Does it make a difference? Like Harvey Weinstein, or let's say it was actually like Tom Selleck making those advancements.
So we gotta get. She's
well,
younger,
someone
so
very,
we gotta go some like
someone
Tom
very.
Selleck looks like my father. Not gonna lie.
All
My father looks
right.
exactly like Tom Selleck.
Oh man,
that's a bad call, there, Jimmy.
I forgot the age group that I was in here.
What's that singer?
Who's a handsome
Justin Bieber?
Well,
What if Justin?
He's too young for me. You're going way too old and way too young for me.
All right.
Tell us a handsome person in your age.
Miley
group.
Cyrus.
Okay,
She's
we can
single
go with
now.
Miley Cyrus.
Sort of.
I like the way you think.
So would you pull a Me Too card on Miley?
No, because she wouldn't do anything unless like we were on some sort of crazy drug, probably. I don't know. I don't think I would pull it on her.
In other words,
'Cause
she would have no problem with the advancement.
She's got a foundation. Like once you already have a foundation and
I
you're
think
like
Harvey
a
Weinstein
philanthropist.
had a foundation.
Well, yeah, it's
It was
his family's
the
though.
Me
It's
Too
not
Foundation.
his. He's the little Lebowski.
Well, let me ask you about that. Right, someone invites you up to their apartment or their house at 4:00 in the morning. As a woman, what do you expect is going to happen?
You're gonna order me sushi and sleep on the floor. I mean, that's what's happened in my.
So no.
Shout out to that one Puerto Rican guy.
What?
You know who you are.
Oh man.
He knows who he is.
So he invited you up and you went?
And I said, "You're sleeping on the floor. I'm sleeping in the bed with your cats, and get me sushi from the place downstairs."
And he's like, okay.
Yep.
And he didn't try to like steal a kiss or anything out the door?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Queen
This
of New York.
generation is totally different than our
Queen of
generation.
New York, man. Just laying it out there.
Laying it out there. Me
Was there ever a
too.
time that you were invited somewhere where you wanted an advancement and it didn't come?
Oh.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Okay.
I don't want to blow up my head more than it is. I've got points on it.
Well, anyway, I want to talk a little
Shout
bit.
out to the state of New York.
All right, well, I want to talk about something.
I'm a licensed sales professional, so I have to shout out to the state of New York.
I'm loving it. Look at this. Special stuff. Not to bring everybody down, but we lost Andy Passaretta. I know this is a nationwide show, but locally,
Yes.
there's
A
a
big hit to the Long Island music
big hit to
scene.
the Long Island music scene.
And the local...
Forget about just Long
community,
Island
you know.
music scene. I think in mankind in general. I was speaking to someone the other day, and they literally said to me, if I could have achieved what Andy achieved in his lifetime and the love that he showed everybody,
Right.
he would feel comfortable with himself.
Now,
Like you feel embarrassed the way Andy loved everything and
Yeah.
loved everybody, right?
now, did you say he graduated with you?
I think he graduated maybe a year after me or a year
Because
before
he
me.
looks, I got to be honest with you, bro. I mean, I'm looking at the picture here. He looks much younger than you.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's fair.
He's about the same age as you?
Probably about
Wow.
the same age, yeah.
He's a handsome guy.
Wait a minute. How old would you think I am if you did not know me?
If I didn't know you?
Yeah.
I would guess about
You're a real piece of shit.
57.
Oh, great. There you go. How did I know that was coming? You think I look like I'm 57?
I think you look 43.
Wow. The Queen of New York laid it down here
Wow.
right now.
Wow.
And Jim, how old does Jim look?
I
to you?
don't even answer because
50.
it's wow.
Wow.
Wow, Josephine. Et tu, Brute.
Et tu, Brute.
Okay.
Well, she's on the Monty and the Pharaoh
Beware
show.
the
now.
Ides of March.
I don't know if you noticed, but I shut your mic off a while ago.
Oh, that's
E.K.
wrong.
Tehoden. Oh, you didn't edit that.
But my school and the Long Island music scene and people who knew Andy,
Yeah.
it shook their world. And I want to say rest in peace, Andy. And you made a difference in everybody's life.
Yep.
And I was shocked to know that Jim knew Andy.
Yeah.
You know everybody, Jim. You knew the Queen of New York.
I know the Queen of New York. I know the 58-year-old guy that looks 41.
Wow.
43, I think is what I
43.
said.
She said 43
Okay.
today. You know, what are you
Well,
going
you
to
don't want to have sunglasses
And I look
on.
51.
Sunglasses take 10
Go
years off.
figure.
I got to tell you, Queen,
Go figure.
the women dig the owner of this illustrious station. They think he's quite the attractive man.
Right on.
I don't know who you're talking about, but
Talking about you, Mr. Savali.
yeah, women dig me.
What?
They dig me graves.
You need a drum roll on that one.
Well, listen, Queen, I'm going to get you really excited right now.
Here we go.
Because we've got some upcoming events on Monty and the Pharaoh. I want you to weigh in on every event and tell me what you think about it, okay?
Why not?
All right, let's do it. On September 21st, we've got none other than the son of the former living legend, Bruno Sammartino. You know Bruno Sammartino?
Of course not.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, the son of Bruno Sammartino, David Sammartino, will be in here on September 21st with a very exclusive interview. David is never in this area.
Never.
Well, we better get those, get the ball rolling and get some tickets.
We should have her as our marketing person for the events.
I bet you do a great job.
I bet she would. We could work out
How
a
would you
deal.
I do
market?
my best.
Give it to me right now. How would you market David Sammartino right now?
I would say you haven't seen anything until you've seen David Sammartino in
Nice.
action.
Nice.
Wow.
If
Nice.
you want to live, come
You'll-
out and
you'll
spend
come buy
your
a
time
ticket.
September 21st. Buy a ticket.
All right.
Nice.
I like that approach.
Who the hell is that?
David Sammartino?
Yeah.
I
He's
just
a
told you
wrestler.
the son of the living legend Bruno Sammartino. David.
So he's got to be good. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, so
Right.
to speak.
See?
Whoa.
Wow. She knows more about wrestling than some wrestling people I know.
Oh my God, dude! You're killing me right now. Wow, Queen, nice work.
Maybe he'll pull out some of his dad's moves.
Maybe, and then you could throw your Me Too card at him.
Yeah. Well, whoever he's pulling the moves on.
Right.
Okay.
I'm usually the one with my thumbs on top. That's a wrestling thing. You got to keep your thumbs on top.
Nice.
Thumbs on top.
Thumbs on top.
Thumbs on top.
I like
Bend
that.
your knees.
Bend your knees.
Keep your center of gravity low.
I think we're gonna see some moves here in a minute.
One. Here, you gotta. And
Bro,
then,
don't let her hit you with that.
No, don't hit me with a cobra, man. I gotta lift the cabal.
break the jaw both ways. Once this way and once back with the elbow.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. All right. Wow.
Shout out.
You're a
That
natural.
one X, you know who you are.
You're a natural. You are a natural.
You are not kidding.
Tip of the hat. September 22nd. Check this out, Queen. Hacksaw Jim Duggan will be.
Oh,
in
everyone
here.
knows who the hacksaw is.
Right. What is? Let's
What do
see
you
the
know?
hacksaw move.
Give me some of your memories about Hacksaw, there, Queen.
I mean, whenever he pile drives, you gotta remember the pile drive. I don't know. What does he do?
It's a good try.
That's pretty good. You should just went.
Yeah, we got this. Shout out to Swatch. Rocking the parrot Swatch.
Nice.
And right after Hacksaw Jim Duggan, now you're going to be excited about this. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready
Contain
for September
yourself.
22nd.
Contain yourself. Former ECW referee and manager Bill Alfonso making his Monty and the Pharaoh debut on September 22nd.
That's something you don't want to miss.
Nice.
That's something you do not want to miss.
Wow, she's good. She's good. So, you read a lot, don't you?
Of course.
What's your favorite book?
A Movable Feast by Ernest Hemingway.
Wow.
Well, I've read that book, and it's pretty good, but not compared to the most recent book I've read by author J.J. Maguire.
You must mean My Life in Heaven Town.
Oh, look! Oh, my God!
J.J. Maguire has outdone themselves this time.
Wow.
Quite
Wow,
a
man.
piece, quite a fine piece of literature, if I do say so myself.
Wow.
Well, did you read the intro from on My Life in Heaven?
No, I always skip
cow.
the intro and get right to the meat of it.
Well, the intro was written by world-renowned writer Jim Phillips. Jim's been in the studio. You met him a few times, right, Jim?
I think. Oh yeah, I met him. Yep.
So Jim wrote the intro for this book. I'm sorry you missed it.
Well, sometimes you just got to get that book back to the library.
Wow, she's good, dude. She's good. She's quick. She's witty. I don't even know what to say.
You're fired. I'm taking over. We're gonna make this show
bro,
great.
this is some good shit, bro.
This is good stuff. Shockingly enough to you, Queen, we do have sponsors that actually pay for the show, so we can actually come on air and bring these wrestlers in.
Excellent.
One of our sponsors is Off the Rail Coffee Roasters. Do you drink coffee?
Of course, now I do, and I drink off the rails.
Wow.
Nice.
And you could go to www.offtherailscoffeeroasters.com.
Wow, those beans really get me off the rails.
Don't they?
They do.
Nice. Well, right after you have some coffee, you could go rent a dumpster with
Hey,
Long
I got a
Island
lot of
dumpster.
shit to clear out. Shout out to all you exes. You know who I'm talking about. You know who you are.
And then
Wow.
if you have to take all stuff that's not garbage and you want to ship it overseas, you can go to
Or they blast it into the sun.
You could go to Verola Transportation. Verola does all your importing and exporting and local trucking, and you know the issues with the tariffs we're having right now in the country.
You need
right?
it, Verola's got it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And one special thing about Verola, you've got a lot of companies that do the same thing Verola does, but they're really brokers. They give the work to Verola. So they go get your work, but they're
Why
really
not go
doing
directly
it.
to the source and skip the middleman?
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Holy cow, man. Wow. Phew. I don't know what to say. All right. Random thoughts. This is a little segment
Sounds
I have
good.
called Some Random Thoughts. I'm going to read my random thoughts, and then you can weigh in anytime you want, Queen. Are you ready?
Ready.
I love the fact that AEW, All Elite Wrestling, made Chris Jericho the new champion. That happened over the weekend, Jim. 49 years old. They made him the heavyweight champion of the world.
Nice.
But it's ridiculous as fans who hated the WWE and Brock Lesnar winning the Universal Championship because of his age. A 42-year-old man, they didn't understand why the younger wrestlers weren't being pushed. You've heard that numerous times when you've
Yep.
been producing the show, Jim. The same fans seem to be all in on Jericho, who, by the way, is 5 years older than Brock Lesnar. A lot of these are writers who blog daily and consider themselves pro wrestling experts. Pro wrestling experts, they consider themselves.
Wow.
Interesting.
By the way, with me, you've lost all your credibility. Come on, folks. Can you at least keep track of your pre-post bullshit? What do you think of that? Do you think I'm a little rough on these people?
Wow.
Not rough enough.
Not rough
What do you
enough.
think, Jim?
I don't think he's rough enough.
If right after Chris Jericho wins this belt, Queen, guess what happens? Can you fathom a guess what happened to Chris Jericho?
He
Right
got his,
after.
He got his arse handed to him.
He got his what?
His
Arse.
arse handed to him.
His what?
His ass.
His arse.
Oh, arse. No,
Aye, laddie.
Mr. Jericho had his championship belt stolen from his car.
Oh, snap.
And he called the police, and it was the biggest thing on Twitter and social media. But you know what
That's
happened after that?
Shameful. What happened?
It really wasn't. It was make-believe, and the police had to act like they found his belt, and they gave it back to him.
Oh, man.
It was a hype thing.
It was something.
It was for the hype.
The police broke kayfabe. Do you know what kayfabe is?
What's kayfabe?
Kayfabe is a wrestling term meaning when no matter what goes on, you don't tell the truth.
Ah.
Right? So the
I've-
police actually said,
Shout
hey,
out to that ex that's now a girl. You know
Wow.
who you are.
you have an ex-boyfriend that's a girl?
Long story.
Well, we got plenty of time. Let's hear it.
Let's hear this.
Because this, you know what?
Now
I got to tell you, she's running right into my script. This is unbelievable.
This is what
Go ahead.
makes us different than any other show.
now he was a male, and now she is not only female but post-op, but is also a Muslim woman now who goes around doing Me Too movement things and women's rights things and things like that.
Is she hot?
I don't think you would consider her hot.
Okay.
I don't think you would.
It seemed
I
like a
don't think
difficult
on a
answer
scale
there.
of no, I don't know. Some people would find her interesting. She's
Okay.
not Bruce Jenner.
Well, speaking of chicks with dicks, the AEW has...
Caitlyn Jenner, my bad. I apologize. Caitlyn Jenner is
AEW has a
strong
women's
woman.
division, right, with women's wrestling.
Yep.
One of their top performers is a performer by the name of Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is a transgender wrestler. Now, do you think it's fair that a transgender wrestler should have the opportunity to wrestle women?
No, I don't think it's unfair. Although I do think it's unfair, just to put it out there, that trans people claim that they're can call themselves women after they've been men their whole lives. Or not men, but, have those parts, because they haven't had to live as women and go through the same sufferings and whatnot.
This is in my life too.
A lot of
As a
gentlemen
man.
have.
Really? What happened to you, Jim?
Oh, I've had some things.
So,
Tell us.
Where I had to perform certain acts in order to get a raise or something.
do you feel like you hurt by that, or is it something?
I don't think I'm going to complain about it now. I didn't complain about it when I got that extra check, or when I got those
sometimes-
extra drinks every Friday night.
Sometimes you gotta bang the boss to get ahead. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I have no
some
problem
people
as
have
a male.
that's a worldview that some people carry.
I have no problem.
Does the queen carry that view?
The queen has integrity.
So it's all about integrity.
The queen will rat you out.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh, man.
If it's more profitable than the opposite, then maybe.
Wow.
Well, we got a rat in the house, Jim.
As the good book says, everything is permissible, not everything is profitable.
So AEW has this women's division that has
That sounds profitable.
women's division.
Yeah.
You maybe should become a women's wrestler.
Wow.
I maybe
You
could
definitely
be.
could do that.
But would it be fair that you wrestled a woman who was at
Really a
one point
man?
a man?
Yes, it would. Because when you have enough estrogen pumped in you and you have those surgeries, you're technically a woman.
Well, I don't know about that. I think that
All right. You don't.
did they change the DNA? Did they change the genetic compound within you? Does that actually ever change?
Well, the claim.
Genetic compound is genderless.
Wait, I thought people have that extra chromosome. Did they take that out?
Yes. What happens
No,
is
they take out that extra. What is it? The X chromosome that men have that
there are
women don't.
bacteriophages which can rewrite RNA completely so that the
I'm
DNA
just
is
talking about
rewritten.
the
Those
that
are man-made.
X, that fact.
You heard it here first.
We've got some complicated conversation.
Like, in
going
other
on
words-
Once you
here.
get
Okay,
into the mitochondria,
Which one
there
is
is
it?
no
The
gender.
men have the X and the women have Y.
The men have the Y.
So do they inject you with a Y chromosome?
A male is just an overripe female.
Whoa.
This is true. This is true.
Overripe.
Overripe, I guess. But
The alien hybrids that run.
but the males have human growth hormones filtering through their body, where a woman has estrogen, right?
Well, the men have so much estrogen in this country because of the push in soy and all the things that we feed the
Oh, I
dairy.
thought you were going to say because of the liberals.
So soy causes
We're not getting
estrogen.
A
political.
lot of estrogen in this.
Yes.
That might be the problem why I have such big breasts.
Well,
Why,
that's
you have a lot of estrogen?
you know,
I might.
Yeah.
that's for
it could be.
if the female can't be nursing the baby, then it needs something to suck on. Then the male breast is supposed to be a pacifier.
Really?
No, I just saw that in a band commercial
Oh, man.
for a weight loss program.
So the queen feels that Nyla Rose has a right to wrestle in the women's division.
Absolutely.
Wow.
All right,
Well, this is why I watch the WWE, because when we talk about women's wrestling, we talk about attractive, young, in shape women who perform at a very high level.
Exactly.
So while people could watch Nyla Rose and be all happy about the woman that she is, I'm going to sit back and watch Sasha Banks beat down on none other than Becky Lynch this Tuesday.
Oh snap!
When
You've
you
got
can
women
watch
wrestling.
this.
When you've got women wrestling. And
gets it?
so anyway, wrestling fans out there were expecting this breakup between Bayley and Sasha Banks, but in turn Bayley becomes a heel. Do you know what a heel is?
I know what a heel is in the old sense of the word.
Well, it's the
Okay.
same in the wrestling world. Right?
You're a heel.
That's right.
Hey boy, you're a heel.
That's right.
That's right.
You yellow belly.
But like good friends, they stuck together and they took out the women's Raw champion Becky Lynch, and then
Raw.
took out Charlotte Flair, who is none other
Not
than
Charlotte Flair.
yes, Charlotte Flair,
Whoa.
none other than Ric Flair's daughter.
Of course.
And by the way, most recently, Ric Flair is now suing the WWE for the name The Man.
Oh, isn't that ironic?
Wait, I own that.
Do you
I'm
think,
the man.
How do you think that's going to go? So Becky Lynch calls
I
herself
think
the man.
Uncle Sam owns that. I think he's the man.
Uncle Sam?
He's the man. The man got you down. The tax man.
Mr. Tax
the man. The man's got everyone down.
Well, you know, everybody wonders why certain wrestlers get pushes, so I went and looked up the top 20 merchandise selling superstars of the first quarter of 2019.
Well, the first has to be Becky Lynch.
Oh my God, look at that. She hits it right on the... The Man is the number one selling merchandise wrestler. Could you guess number two, Queen?
Oh, I
Take
don't
a
know.
stab.
Maybe Roman Reigns.
Oh my God, right on. She's nailing it. All right, look, I don't know how you're doing this.
Wow.
I'll give you a hint on number 3. He's now part of the OC.
It wouldn't be AJ Styles, would it?
Oh,
This chick knows the stuff,
holy
bro.
cow. That's really good.
knows
This one
the
you're
stuff.
not going to get, Queen. This one
Don't
is
say
very...
it's John Cena. Just don't say John Cena, and we'll
But
be
it
fine.
is John
Oh,
Cena.
no,
Now, what does
John
it say where a
Cena.
retired wrestler is still number 4 in merchandise sales for an
Well,
organization?
because I was just gonna say, have you seen his doll?
Are you?
The
So
John
let me ask
Cena
you.
doll
Let's
with
go
the
back.
belt, you can take
John
the belt
Cena
off of
invites you
it.
into his $4 million house at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Every Christmas.
And
Why?
He's,
What-
and
what
he's
do you-
like, "Come
what do
on
you wanna
up.
know
Let's go hang out." Are you gonna be like,
I'd be
you
like,
sleep on the
"Here,
floor? I'm just sleep in
take
the
your
bed.
shirt off, and I'm gonna wash some clothes on your abs.
That's pretty good. Number 6. Go ahead, Queen.
Number 6, I don't know, like maybe Seth Rollins or something.
Nice.
I prefer Henry Rollins myself. Shout out Black Flag.
Is Henry still with us?
Henry Rollins?
Yeah.
He's gotta be.
I don't know. Maybe not. Number 7.
We gotta find out about Henry Rollins before we move on to number 7. What is it? The New Day?
That's look at wow. Wow.
Wow, man.
Number 8 is shocking to me because I'm not a big fan of his.
I think I know this one, bro.
Go ahead.
Finn Balor.
Oh my, you guys.
How do you know the random ones? That's what I want to know.
Because I just, that's stuck in my head. Number 8, Finn Balor.
That's unbelievable. You guys are incredible. All right, if you get number 9, you guys.
Well, I know it's
Ronda.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
She's number 9, number 9.
And I just can't even
number 9.
believe that your girl's number 10, bro. That's
Yeah.
just unbelievable.
she's a 10.
That
Why
kinda
not be
fits
at number
in,
10, right?
She is number 10.
Have you ever seen
Alexa Bliss?
I have not.
This is Mike's
It's my squeeze.
main squeeze.
It's my main squeeze.
They've been seen together on numerous occasions.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
She's a little younger than me, but she thinks
Hey.
I look like I'm 31,
Right.
There you go.
not 71 or 51.
Or 58.
Number 11,
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
All right.
Right, who just brought the beat down. Number 12 is a wrestler who's no longer with the WWE. He's now is in AEW.
Well, that's what happens when you drop down to number 12 there, Dean.
Dean Ambrose. Do you like Dean Ambrose?
I couldn't say one way or the other.
You feel
I'd say
Yeah.
he's mediocre, and I feel mediocre about him.
well. Here's a bunch of 50-year-olds at number 14, still hanging in there.
The Hardy Boys. What?
Do you remember the Hardy Boys?
Of course, I remember the Hardy Boys.
Remember when they were on that ladder match at WrestleMania 21?
Oh, I was thinking those mystery stories. No, I remember. I remember they can throw down together like 2 tag teamers.
Oh man, look at her go.
Nice, bro.
Number 15, most recently turned heel.
Wow, you
Bayley?
might have
Stuck on
stumped up.
Bailey is
Bayley,
is now number 15. I'm not
I'm
a big
learning a lot
Bailey
from
guy.
the show, bro. I've got to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm picking up on these things.
You are picking up. Number 16, they had their own show on the E Network.
Bella Twins, baby.
That's right. The Bella Twins.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know the Hardy Boys, not the Bella Twins.
Well, yeah. You would
Never
like
heard
them.
of them. I
think
probably-
you'd
I
like
probably-
them.
Nikki Bella
them.
used to date your friend John Cena.
Oh, my buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She dumped him, though, for the Dancing with the Stars guy.
that makes sense.
You would dump John Cena for a dancer?
Yeah, dancers are hot.
Oh, okay.
I like people in touch with their feminine side.
Oh, look at
Nice.
that.
Shout out to that one ex. Not the one that got a sex change, just
Oh, the
to be
other
clear.
one.
That one
To
ex.
close it out, number 17, Rey Mysterio. Number 18, The Miz. Number 19, Randy Orton. And at number 20, Elias. So if you're ever wondering why people are being pushed, that's the reason, right? You want to make money. You want to sell merchandise. If people like
gotta
them,
make that
you're gonna push
money.
them. It's all about making money.
Making the money.
Speaking of top sellers, Bray Wyatt with the Firefly Funhouse this week had Devil Vince on. And Devil Vince
That's great
is not a
stuff.
big fan of Bray Wyatt and a little bit angry with him, but Mr. Wyatt shared some of his cold, hard cash with
Nice.
Devil Vince, and there was not
Am
a
I
Me Too
allowed to
moment.
call that a Jewish Band-Aid? Is that allowed?
Yeah, why not?
'Cause that's it.
What does that mean?
A
though?
$100 bill is a Jewish Band-Aid.
Oh, nice.
Why would that be?
Because they can put it on
There you
their
go.
wound, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Makes you feel better.
Well, parlaying into that is one of my favorite parts of the show. Every week we go over what we call the gem, the hidden gem of professional wrestling. Mr. Evan Ginsberg, associate producer of The Wrestler. Have you seen The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke?
Of course I have.
What did you think of that movie? Oh, you haven't? It's okay. You could be honest about it. It's
I mean,
okay.
of course I haven't.
All right.
I've seen Raging Bull with
Robert De Niro,
Robert De Niro.
and Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
That's
Joe
a great
Pesci
movie.
is my spirit animal,
Is he?
unfortunately.
Well, Evan is an associate producer. You should meet him. He is associate producer for The Wrestler, which was a big blockbuster hit, and he also has a documentary, 350
I've heard of The
Days.
Wrestler, and I've heard of that Cinderella story.
Cinderella story. What do you mean, the boxer Cinderella?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I heard that was.
completely different movie, but we'll
I heard that was some.
we'll go with it. He's also, most recently came out with 350 Days, which is a top 10 seller on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
You could actually, you know what you could do when you're watching.
Trees Hit Everything is available on Amazon as well.
So while listening to Trees Hate Everything,
Right.
you could watch the 350 Days documentary, and then you could also be reading the book, you know, My Time in Heaventown.
Oh, right. That
Oh,
book.
let's not forget that she could watch the Streets
That's right, the streets. Well, every week, Evan has a rant on social media, whether it be political, religious. This is a wrestling show, so I like to keep it with wrestling. I'll read what he says. I'd like you to weigh in on his thoughts.
So
Okay?
pay attention.
All right, are you ready?
I'm too broke to pay attention.
Somebody's advertising a $600 wrestling ticket for tonight's AEW show. That AEW show we talked about, that Chris Jericho won the belt, right? When did wrestling fans go from blue collar to price doesn't matter, religious fervor, religious pilgrimage level obsessive? I sincerely hope AEW makes it, but up to this point, I haven't seen a show superior to the Horseman era NWA house shows, so I don't quite get it. The Horsemen is an old school wrestling group. They were a faction. Actually, we had Barry Windham in studio and J.J. Dillon, who was the manager of the Horsemen, in here earlier last year. Your thoughts on Mr. Ginsburg's statement?
I think he's right on the money there. I think it's a little fanatical, more than just a fan, when you start making your prices for tickets the same price as a pair of red bottoms.
Well, why is red bottoms that expensive?
Because it's like the statement, man. It's like the brand.
That's the statement
it's
of
the logo.
paying to go to these events.
It's the disease, man. It's the logo. It's the whole logo means word, man. It's the bird is the word. You gotta believe the hype and you gotta buy into it. And that's why people who are so into it, this is like their soap opera, man. They get into it and it's like a part of their identity, and they'll spend some money for the experience, because like Prince says, money pays for the search for happiness, and we don't have the right to property anymore. We have the right to the pursuit of happiness.
I think that you just contradicted your thoughts.
Yeah, I think you just contradicted yourself.
Basically, you're saying that you can't put a price on something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Because that's what it comes down to.
I agree with him in my own personal opinion, but there are people who want that, who are into that. So if they're into that, it's like someone who I'd never buy a pair of shoes that were like, you know.
But you're saying it's okay if someone's into it, they want to buy.
Yeah, if it's their money, they worked for it. Let them buy it.
So you're kind of being Switzerland right here. You're kind of like, hey Evan, you're right. In my life, I agree with what you're saying. But I don't like your
opinion. But you're right. You know, I don't like it. But
so your point is,
it's
Evan.
Right for you.
Wait a minute, she's making a good point
here it is.
Evan, you're right. I agree with you. You're totally right in your analysis.
But those people have a right to do that.
Right.
This is who cares what you think, Evan? You're an asshole just like every other asshole.
This is where the whole people can have their own opinions.
Assholes have opinions. Like, I mean, people have opinions.
This is where people can have their own opinions. Like, if someone doesn't agree with your opinion, they go on a rant about it. You know, like, I don't know why you would spend this much for tickets. I wouldn't.
Right.
Okay, so I would spend $500 to see Bruce Springsteen.
So the point here that I'm getting from all of us is, it's ridiculous to spend that kind of money to go to an event. But if it makes you happy, who am I to tell you not to do it?
Some people spend more than that on a watch.
So I could be laughing behind your back going, I can't believe you spent $500 on a ticket.
But you have a right to do that, and I'll support that right. I just think it's ridiculous, and I'll pick on it on social media
she's kind of not being Swiss. She's like, hey, I agree with you, Evan, but I support the right of someone to make a decision.
Yeah. Hey.
So his statement isn't incorrect in her mind, right? But, personally, I always feel this. I work hard for my money. How I decide I want to spend my money is how I spend my money. Don't tell me how to spend my money. Don't tell me what I should do with my money. That's the way I've always felt, right? It's like, if I want to donate all my money to somebody, I can donate. If I don't want to donate my money to someone, I'm not going to donate. This is my choice. This is why we live in such a great country, right? We're not told what to do, right?
Right.
We're told we're told what we lack so that we want to do more.
So, again, when I see you again, I want you to tell me that you're going to watch 350 Days and The Wrestler, and I want a critique on both of those movies.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Do you want a written essay?
A written essay would be fine.
Yeah.
You're going to have to text me and remind
It could be
me.
an online analysis. You could
You
be
could
on
do
the
an
show.
online blog. Monty DeFaro has a website, Monty and TheFaro.com, where there's a blog page. You could certainly go on there and give your review. I will tell you personally, The Wrestler is one of my favorite movies of all time, but that doesn't have to make
I'd
you
love
go
to watch
one way
it
or
and
the
meet
other.
that guy.
All right.
It'd be cool to meet the guy after you watch the thing.
It is pretty cool, and he's actually in the film.
Cool. I know one of those. Shout out.
All right, so another episode of Demandy's Donuts came out. That's Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville's little YouTube clip that they put out weekly. They actually won their match against the tag team champions this week.
Nice.
And the interesting part is Sonya is a lesbian.
Oh.
Cool.
And
Shout out LGBTQ.
And
XYZ.
Mandy is a very good-looking young blonde.
That's my type.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie.
Learned a lot of stuff from the Queen today, man.
I'm telling you.
Wow. All right, what do you think about
We're
this?
making good time too.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I really am.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
I feel like the Queen of New York.
You don't feel like it. You are the Queen of New York.
I must feel like it because I am it.
You know Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, Stone Cold has a show on after Raw, and this week he had Becky Lynch on. The most disappointing part, though, Becky Lynch, remember the man
Yeah.
who's being sued, who also is the #1 merchandise seller for the WWE?
Yeah.
She actually stunned Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Good.
Would she whip it out?
My thing, here's my problem with it, is like, you have a legacy like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Do you have to do everything for money? What's your thoughts about that? People who'll do anything for money.
Hey, that's up to them. If they want to chase the dollar and they want to be a paper chaser, let them be a paper chaser. See where it gets them.
Word.
Hey, you know what? You're an artiste, right?
The more you grab onto those dollars, the more they float away.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. You just gotta let money come and go like the ebb and flow of the ocean, and remain the same.
You're a singer in a band.
Yeah.
Define to me success.
I'm a songwriter.
Okay.
Who's trying to have a band.
Okay, fine.
I'm attempting it.
Define to me success as an artist, because I'm not an artist, right? I'm not
Whenever-
musical.
Wait. How do you say that?
Artist.
Success is when
Artist?
I'm trying to
ASCAP.
be
Suave
intelligent.
Bola?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Success is when ASCAP sends me a check, or when I get a bling from my PayPal account that says you sold an album.
Does
So
it
it's about-
actually
so
matter
wait a
the
minute.
amount?
It doesn't matter the amount.
I gotta tell you,
It just matters
you're
that it
going all
happens.
different ways. So you're,
She's like a
you're-
capitalist.
It's like, yeah, you're a capitalist. Success is money, is what you're saying.
That's
But you said don't chase the
no.
dollar.
Money is a representation of energy. It's a paper placeholder for energy provided, and when there is an influx of energy, you can be rewarded in something called money, and that's just an inflection of this energy that's spent. So someone else can spend it, this energy, exert it, and then you get the money for it. That's what we would call success, is someone else working for you. But real success is when you can have the money come and go, and the energy you perform every day is not something that you consider work. Like when you love what you do every single day, maybe you're getting a paycheck for it, maybe you're not, but if you love it, you're successful.
Wow. So you're pretty much saying there's not a lot of successful people out there.
There's a lot of people in debt, and they are slaving away at something they don't like just to get that debt monster off their back. I think it's a tragedy.
Wow.
She's high level,
She fits
bro.
right under this category umbrella of Pharaoh.
Yeah, she does. She does. A lot smarter than me, brother. That's for sure.
Well, it comes with a lot of hassles, being a smart woman in America.
Being as
That's for sure.
wow, you really feel like women are being held down.
Yeah, man, we got someone who likes to grope them and be pissed on in the White House. Which, hey, again, no judgment. You do what you do.
Wait, do you mean pissed on the literal sense?
Oh yeah, he's in the golden showers.
Nice.
I have a song actually about that. It's called Trump Fancy. We're
Wow.
rehearsing it with a band now. We're gonna record
Can
it
we
soon.
get Can we get like a 2-verse line of it?
Yeah, could we please?
Should I play a guitar too?
No, you can actually just sing it a
Just sing
cappella.
It's a little punk rocky.
It's all right.
Can
We
you
can
give
just
a-
get 2 lines.
These days, everyone wants something else. They only want to be in the White House themselves. No one wants to do the dirty work. No one wants to be an orange jerk.
I like it.
But you can take all that power and shove it in your golden shower now.
I like it.
It's
I like
out.
it. Let's give you
Trump
a hit.
fancy. Trump
I sense
fancy.
the new
Trump
opening to
fancy.
Monty the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's called Trump Fancy. It's
I sense
trees
the
and
new
everything.
opening. to
It's
Monty the
it's gonna
Pharaoh.
come out soon. I think we're gonna do a single, maybe do a music video.
I don't think you'd want Trump Fancy as the new opening for Monty and the Pharaoh, would you, Jim?
Hey, there's a lot of things in this world I don't want.
Listen, everybody has a right to their opinion, right?
Yep.
I mean, if the president, calm down those tweets a little bit, maybe we wouldn't have we wouldn't have this. We wouldn't be sweating all the things that we're sweating right now.
I don't know why his wife doesn't take that away.
Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, right, here's an intelligent woman, right, and she's clearly made her decision on the president because of the way he has spoke or tweeted about women.
I don't think she's been offended by that.
I don't really follow it. I think just the things he said.
What do you mean? How can you say you're not following? You just wrote a whole song about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really follow him. Like, I follow him, but I don't really look at Twitter or use Twitter.
Where do you get your information from? You certainly don't like him, right?
I've seen him on TV before.
Oh, no, what channel?
Any channel. Probably Fox. But it doesn't matter, really. And every channel is kind of... They feed him the same story, and they all say kind of different things, but... It's like it's just a modified version of the same story on each channel. So you're getting the same story, and you're just getting bits and pieces of what's actually happening.
Do you think
that's why the internet,
go ahead,
I think, is kind of king right now?
Why? Because it's easy, right?
It's easy.
It's no work.
It goes to your phone. You don't get, that's the main
right?
thing.
There's nothing. You don't have to face your accusers.
Well.
Right.
People have whole internet lives that are fake, like, not fake, but, other lives, basically. They do
wrestling broadcasts with sunglasses and a hat on.
Yeah, man. No, I mean like fake, like a little avatar, like a fake life.
Sure.
thing.
No, I got it.
People get real into that. They get married on there and have little.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big underground thing.
The youth of the nation, man.
And you know about catfishing? You know that show Catfish?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a big thing, too. People pretending that there's someone else online.
Have you ever been catfished?
I've never been catfished.
Has anyone tried to catfish you?
I've catfished someone.
Have you really?
Yeah, one of my gay friends. I made a mail site, and we started chatting. And then I was like, hey, that was me.
Oh, then you revealed.
Yeah.
Did you hurt his feelings?
No, it was a good joke.
He was okay with it?
Yeah.
Were you afraid you were going to hurt his feelings?
No.
When is too deep too deep? What if you went on 2 days, 3 days? Do you think that would have been like...
It was like 2 or 3 days.
That's a long time. He got this guy, he's thinking he's probably falling in love.
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh, hey, it's me. I'm just screwing with you.
We definitely didn't get that far with the conversation. It was just in passing. It was more like a Tinder type situation. Grindr, I think it was.
Nice. Well, my feelings would have been hurt. That's why I don't go on the internet. But whatever. All right. Well, Queen, we're out of time. You got any parting words for the team?
Live long and prosper.
Nice.
She's a Star Trek person, too. You watch Star Trek?
Many times.
The old school stuff?
The old school stuff.
What's your favorite Star Trek episode?
I think the pilot, the one...
With Pike?
The one where they go to that weird place and like the picnic in time and they can't get out.
How about the one with Abraham Lincoln? That's my favorite one.
I don't know the one with Abraham Lincoln.
Help me, Spock.
Help me.
Help me. You don't remember that?
I don't. My brother looks like Spock.
Does he really?
He does.
Does he have the haircut and
I have
eyebrows?
the Vulcan haircut.
You do have a Vulcan haircut. I didn't realize that.
But
do you dress up at like Comic-Cons?
No, but I could.
What do you do for leisure?
I never relax. I'm always working. I'm actually a workaholic, and it's a problem I have.
All right, anyway. This has been Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. I want to thank the Queen for coming in today with some I got to be honest with you, very high-level, intelligent conversation from you. Very well thought out.
You can make out your checks or money orders to Josephine Stewicki. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Or cash. I take cash.
So it is about the money.
I'll take your passport and the skin of your face.
Jim, anything you want to say? What's going on at the Village? What's going on? Anything new?
Lots of new stuff popping up.
Fall season. Get ready to roll.
There's a new yoga studio in the Village.
Let's get ready to rumble.
There's a new yoga studio?
There's a bunch of new stuff in the Village.
This is the Village.
Yeah, I know.
create a village and they will come. Well, anyway, we'll catch you next week. Same time, same place, 8:05. You've been watching Monty Nefaro. For the Queen, for the producer Jim Savali, this is Mike Monty. Have a great night.
Peace.